you, I think, in that first month. How good did it feel to get that pick six there and kind of get back to what your expectations are for yourself?
It was great. Everybody has to face adversity at some point in their life. And, Coach Junko says it best, never get too high, never get too low. And maybe through the offseason I got too high. And, God has a plan for everybody. So I truly believe that, and I trusted it. It was some dark days, but, when it stops raining, the sun got to come out. And you just got to pray and, you keep going. And every day you keep going, and one day the sun going to come out.
It seems like you guys live on that dangerous edge at the cornerback position where big plays one way but big plays the other way. And early on they made some big plays on you guys, but what took that focus to flip it back around? And you guys made so many plays, especially in the second half.
Just staying true to who you are. I talk to them guys, Quez and AJ, and I tell them, man, y'all the best in the game. Y'all the best I've ever played with. You got to truly believe it. Darrell spoke about it today. You only get a certain amount of opportunities, and sometimes you be blind to it and you'll miss it. But if your eyes are open and you're expecting it, you take advantage of those opportunities. And I told them, we'll get another chance. I mean, obviously I'm the one that gave a touchdown, but they gonna make a play, and maybe I'll make a play. And we got a lot of game to play.
Darrell say anything to you?
We talked, but nothing football related. I just was asking him basic questions, catching up with him.
You can't talk to him after the game?
I haven't seen him. I'm pretty sure he probably texts me. He probably gonna call me when I get home, so I'll be waiting.
MJ, I know how much you look up to Darrell. How much more special does it make that interception with him here today?
Man, I was talking to E, and I was like, I always get really nervous when he comes around, especially when I have to play. Last time I played in front of him was the ACC championship and one game in high school, and we were playing Hopewell in high school, and I was nervous, like we were going to lose, and I knew we were going to win by 1 million. But like when he comes around, it's just being around him is like, man, this is my idol. Like, he's so humble. I got to tell the story of how he scored 1 million touchdowns in the state championship and then turned around and dropped 30 on Tuesday. And, just being around that guy and knowing how humble he is and just seeing the path he took, being a guy that walked the same streets I walked, being from the Hill in Aliquippa, he did the same exact thing, walked to Aliquippa High School. That's motivating in itself, and seeing that was amazing today. So that was definitely a big motivation.
MJ, do you think there was anything that resonated from his pregame talk that carried over out onto the field?
Yeah, big. He was big on opportunities, and he talked about him seizing a moment, because at the end of the day, where we come from, we win championships. And he said it, and I was like, yeah. And at the end of the day, you get opportunities to win games. Winning is the most important thing to us where we come from since we were 4 years old. I started playing football at 3, so doing whatever you can do to win, and I really believe that, So from the first play to the end, I told guys it's got to be personal. You got to really want it, and you got to really take heed and just go get it. Make the most of them opportunities, man. Opportunities. The big word of the day from him was opportunity.
MJ, how do you think the defense can build on this performance going forward?
You just got to take it and then have confidence. I told guys you got to do it. Make a play for yourself. You'll feel so much better when you lay down tonight and rest your head on a pillow and be like, man, I made a play today. And I know for a lot of guys, some of them made their first play. Shout out to Samuel. He got a strip sack, fumble recovery. A lot of guys made their first play today, and I know that feeling. That feeling is great. So just being able to make that play and do what you got to do, and like I said, lay your head on that pillow, man, you got to build on it. Take that confidence and run with it and just finish the season.
MJ, when you're 1-4 going into a bye week, how does the team stay together? How do you come together and kind of regroup, and you're able to put together what you were able to today?
Getting back to the basics, last night during the captain's speech, I told him at some point when we started playing football, you would wake up on a Saturday morning and just walk out there and play. You didn't watch film during the week. You didn't know your opponent. You didn't know his name, his number. Half the time, you probably didn't know what color they were wearing. But you went out there and you played, and most times you dominated, and that's what you got to get back to. At the end of the day, football is football. You get to higher levels, and guys are going to play at a better level, but you're also here for a reason. So trusting that and just getting back to the basics. And I think last week we did a great job of getting back to the basics, trusting our abilities, trusting the work we put in for 2 weeks, and making plays.
After the touchdown, you handed the ball to your mom. How important has she been, not in your life, but also here at the club?
Man, you gonna make me cry here. Last year, Voss and B Hill, those are my guys, and every chance they got, they gave their mom shout out, because at the end of the day, everybody in here has a mom, and they gave birth to you. And being able to give her moment and seeing her on that Jumbotron, I know how much that meant to her. I couldn't wait. I stood there, and PJ said, he was like, y'all know you're going to cry, get him off the camera. Man, I love my mom so much. We go through a lot. We've been through so much, and we just keep growing and growing. She's one of my best friends. We talk all the time. and I love her so much. That meant the world. I've been practicing all week. Like, when I get a touchdown, it's going to come one day, whether it's this week or another week, how high do I got to reach to give her that ball? And giving her that ball, seeing her crying, man, I love it, man. That's the best thing.